Beauties and cuties, divinity lies within you. All of the light is within you, beauties and cuties. So if you are finding yourself in dark situations lately, maybe things haven't been going your way in life right now, just know, first of all, that all of that is temporary and that reality is totally malleable. Knowing that the world is just a mere reflection of our internal state of being, we can then recognize that all divinity and all darkness stem from us. And the minute that we get that clicking through our heads, we can then take accountability for our life. That is the first step to being a conscious creator, instead of living life simply on autopilot. Oftentimes, we look to outside sources or people to save us from essentially ourselves, to save us from the sticky, dark situations that we may have gotten ourselves in, because we don't recognize that everything does stem from us. So again, the minute that we do recognize that all the divinity and all of the curses in life stem from within us, we can then rework our subconscious mind, our beliefs, and set a stronger internal foundation to be reflected and shining out into our outer reality. We essentially are our own lanterns. We light the way, but depending on how bright our light is or how dim it is how we see the world around us and how things play out. For my life, I think the moment when I knew that external circumstances truly reflect my internal world was back in college. I went through a transitionary phase in friendships. I cut out a bunch of people in my life that didn't align to me and that felt very surface level, and there was just meaningless dramas that were happening. And so when I was in that transitionary phase of finding friends, I was very alone. And in that solitude, that's when I was self-reflecting on why I attracted all those previous unaligned friendships. And it was because my internal world was reflecting the beliefs that I held of me not being able to be my real self and having to transform myself to appease for others. And those are the only relationships that I essentially back then thought I deserved. And so when I was in my solitude of loneliness, it was lonely, but I think solitude is so important for refabricating your internal world, because you get to recalibrate and you get to choose a new story. I saw that time not as a time of desolation, but as a time of opportunity to rework the internal structures of my beliefs and kind of go within so that I can receive outward. So when I was manifesting new friendships, I essentially was telling myself that I could be my real self around people who would align with me. And in that moment of solitude, I remember it gave me an opportunity to explore myself more through reading, through self-expression, just through all different types of mediums. And so when I got to more of a place a few months down the line of really creating a new self for myself that felt more aligned to me as a person, that's when those new friendships started coming in that aligned to who I was becoming and the authenticity that I was stepping into. And so I am very thankful for that time in my life. Any other person would have saw that time as a dark, desolate time. But knowing that I had the power within me to restructure and refabricate things and tell a new story from within first, so that my external world can project that, that's when it clicked for me. And I was like, damn, we are really powerful. It is never too late to pause and tell a new story for ourselves. A new story that is more empowering, a new story that really aligns with your deep authenticity. I'm just making this video because past me looked to my outer world to save me essentially from myself. And when you seek outward things, those never give true stability. And so it is so important to go within yourself and redefine what you want your life to be. Because things may not be going your way right now. Things may be a little dark and a little scary in life. I personally don't know you, but whatever you are going through, it's valid. It is totally valid. But in order to not perpetuate those truths, you need to recognize that you may be going through dark times right now, but you do have the power to go within, beauties and cuties, and really project a new world for yourself. Because we are always constantly creating. We were creating 5 years ago, a day ago, and we're gonna create a week from now and 3 years from now. It's an ever-flowing process. And essentially, when you get this clicking through your head, you are really powerful. You are essentially God incarnate, because we are all reflections of God. We are the man-made mirror of God. And so God is not some external force that resides from outside of us. He is not some old guy in the sky, but he is a light from within your heart, from within your soul, and from within your mind. And so, babes, go ahead and save yourself. Go ahead and show yourself the light that you have been seeking, because whatever you want, it comes from within here, babes. Anyways, beauties and cuties, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Stay beautiful and cutiful. Bye.